नमस्कार वेलकम टू ओपीएससी ओएस ए टू जेड। सो आज आम डिस्कस करने जाऊँ विजेएनआईएस टेस्ट सीरीज 2023 क्वेश्चन टेस्ट 1 क्वेश्चन नंबर 71 रु। तो प्रीवियसली आम क्वेश्चन नंबर 70 जाए ऑलरेडी कवर कर सारी। सो जो मैंने भी देखी ना प्लेलिस्ट को जाकि कवर करने। सो लेट स्टार्ट फ्रॉम क्वेश्चन नंबर 71। कंसीडर द फॉलोइंग स्टेटमेंट द कन्वर्शन ऑफ द फेडरल स्ट्रक्चर ऑफ इंडिया इनटू ए यूनिटरी वन ड्यूरिंग एन इमरजेंसी हैज बीन borrowed from the Weimar constitution of Germany. No, this is incorrect because एटा वर्ल्ड को भी कन्स्टिट्यूशन रू borrowed है. So next about the suspension of fundamental right during the emergency is a unique feature of the Indian constitution. No, this is borrowed from the German constitution. So statement 1 and 2 दीटा जाक incorrect है गला. तो यार correct answer होगा option D is the correct answer here. So neither 1 or 2 not 2. So next about question number 72 को consider the following statement with regard to the parliament's power to recognize the state. Any bill contemplating the changes can be introduced in the parliament only with the prior recommendation of the president. It is called introduced in the parliament only with the prior recommendation of the president. So this is correct. So option 1 ta correct है गला. Under article 3, the parliament's power to diminish the areas of the state includes the power to cede Indian territory to a foreign state. No, this is incorrect because एथिपाई constitutional amendment दरकार under article 368. So statement 2 टा incorrect है गला. Any bill aiming to recognize the state shall be passed in the parliament by a special majority. No, to recognize the states, any bill aiming to recognize the state need only simple majority. No, special majority. So this is also incorrect. The right answer it कौन होगा? So option A is the correct answer because only one is the right answer here. So next is question number 73. With reference to Advocate General of India, consider the following statement. He is appointed by governor. Yes, this is correct. He must be at least 35 years of the age to be appointed or as a Advocate General of India. एमती किसी एज लिमिट मेंशन नहीं. से जड़े हाईकोर्टर जड़े जज होता दरकार या तो 10 years एडवोकेट होता दरकार हाईकोर्टे. बट एज लिमिट सेमती किसी मेंशन नहीं. तो 3 रे देजी हिज रेम्युनरेशन इज डिसाइडेड बाय द गवर्नर. येस, बिकज कन्स्टिट्यूशन है रेम्युनरेशन रिगार्डिंग कौन सी जिनस फिक्सड ना. सो ये 1 and 3 दीटा जाक करेक्ट. सो 1 and 3 ओनली. सो ऑप्शन सी इज द राइट आंसर हियर. So next is question number 74. Which of the following writs can be issued against the private individual as well as the public authority? तो private individual against केवल habeas corpus ही implement करी होबो. and एटा mandamus prohibition and certiorari writs गुड़ाक केवल public authority का against रे applicable. So it correct answer है 74 option A 1 only. So next is question number 75. Consider the following statement regarding the article 33 of the Indian Constitution. To the power to make laws under article 33 is conferred only on the parliament, not on the state legislature. Yes, this is correct. Then there is 2 the laws made under article 33 cannot be challenged in any court for the violation of any of the fundamental right. This is also correct. 3 रे laws made under article 33 covers only combatant of employees and officers of the armed force. ना या अंडर रे चौकीदार भी जापरे, बूट मेकर्स, कुक्स जो मैंने भी आर्म फोर्स सहित रिलेटेड से काउंट कर आर्टिकल 33. मोस्टली आर्टिकल 33 empowers the parliament to restrict or abrogate the fundamental rights of the members of the armed forces, paramilitary forces, police forces, intelligence agencies and analogous forces. So ये correct answer is option A is the right answer here. 1 and 2 दीटा जाक ठीक अच्छी. So next is question number 76 को with reference to the Controller and Auditor General of India, which of the following statement is correct? He is the head of the Indian Audit and Account Department. Yes, this is correct because he is also known as the public parts of the India and controls the entire financial system of the country at both state level as well as central level. So next Shiba, he holds office for a period of 5 years or up to the age of 70 years, whichever is earlier. So ଏହି statement ଦେଖିବା ଏଇଟା incorrect because ସେ ତାଙ୍କର ଅଫିସ୍ ड्यूरेशन 5 years ନୁହେଁ, it's 6 years. सीएजीଙ୍କର ଅଫିସ୍ ପିରିୟଡ଼ ହେଉଛି 6 years or 65 years, whichever is earlier. तो ये इनकरेक्ट है स्टेटमेंट 2. द यूनियन फाइनेंस मिनिस्टर कैन रिप्रेजेंट द सीएजी इन ए पार्लियामेंट ड्यूरिंग हिज absence. So no minister can represent the CAG in parliament, and no minister can be called upon to take any responsibility for any action done by him. So ये statement 3 भी incorrect है. तो ये राइट आंसर हम ऑप्शन 1 ओनली. तो ऑप्शन 1 ओनली कौटी होची देखिबा. सो ऑप्शन ए इज द राइट आंसर हियर. सो नेक्स्ट जी क्वेश्चन नंबर 76 गला. 76 पर जी 77 को. व्हिच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग सिचुएशन कैन बी कंसिडर्ड प्रॉपर फॉर द इम्पोजिशन ऑफ द प्रेसिडेंट्स रूल्स इन द स्टेट. सो देखिबा माल एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन ऑफ द स्टेट. नो, दिस इज दिस इज देखिए को सिचुएशन. हाँ 77 देखिए माल एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन ऑफ द स्टेट. दिस इज इनकरेक्ट. ए गवर्नमेंट इज डेलिबरेटली एक्टिंग अगेंस्ट द कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन. दिस इज राइट. द कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन, द कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल डिरेक्शन. 1 second, just a minute, sorry. 77, question number 77. Yes. Let's start it again. Yes. Which of the following situation can be considered proper for the imposition of the president's rule in a state? Maladministration in a state. No, this is not. The government is deliberately acting against the constitution. This is right. A constitutional direction of the central government is disregarded by the state government. So mostly imposition of president's rule in the state would be improper under certain cases, like where ministry resigns or is dismissed on losing majority support in the support in the assembly, or the governor recommend imposition of president rule without probing a possibility of forming an alternative ministry. तापर maladministration in the state, or allegations of corruption against the ministry, or stringent financial exigencies in the state. ए केस रे improper धरा हम प्रेसिडेंट को रूल को. किंतु केतेटा केस जमती ये देखिले where the constitutional direction of the central government is disregarded by the state government, से केस रे प्रेसिडेंट रूल अप्लाई करी हम. Internal subversion, where for example a government is deliberately acting against the constitution or and the law, or fomenting in the violent revolt, से केस रे president's rules apply करी हम. Based on the report of the Sarkaria Commission on the center state relation 1988, president's rule आस्तिला. The Supreme Court in the Bommai case in 1994 enlisted the situation where the exercise of the power of the article 356 could be proper or improper. तो बोम्माई केस रु आसीथिला कोठी प्रेसिडेंट्स रूल प्रॉपर काउंट करा हबो, कोठी इम्प्रॉपर काउंट करा हबो. तो एठी हमर जो देखिले एठी करेक्ट हे गला ऑप्शन 2 and 3. सो यार करेक्ट आंसर हे जिवो ऑप्शन C is the correct answer here. So next is question number 78. Which of the following provisions were added to the constitution through the constitutional amendment? Yes, the president has to act in accordance with the advice of the council of minister. Added to the constitution through the constitutional amendment through को जिनसे add कराई. The president has to act in the accordance with the advice of the council of minister. Yes, this is right. Under article कहाँ under है 74 1 under रे and 42nd constitutional amendment act through रे एटा decide करा हला कि president निहाती भाबरे advice न पातो जरूरी କାହାର କାଉନସିଲ୍ ଅଫ୍ ମିନିଷ୍ଟର। ତ ନେକ୍ସଟ ଯିବା ଅଲ୍ ସିଟିଜେନ୍ସ ହୁ ଆର୍ ନଟ୍ ଲେସ୍ ଦେନ୍ 18 years old ଆର୍ ଏଣ୍ଟାଇଟଲ୍ ଟୁ ଭୋଟ୍ ଇନ୍ ଦ ଇଲେକ୍ସନ୍ ଅଫ୍ ଲୋକସଭା। ସୋ ଯେଉଁ ମିନିମମ୍ ଏଜ୍ जोटा रिड्यूस होता 21 years रू 18 years को थ्रू 61st कन्स्टिट्यूशनल अमेंडमेंट एक्ट। सो एटा ठीक 1 भी ठीक 2 भी ठीक देन 3 को जीवा। द स्टेट कैन मेक स्पेशल प्रोविजन फॉर द एडवांसमेंट ऑफ द सोशली एंड एजुकेशनली बैकवर्ड क्लासेस। एटा कहा थ्रू आसी एटा आसी कन्स्टिट्यूशनल अमेंडमेंट एक्ट First constitutional amendment. The state can make special provision for the advancement of the socially and educationally backward classes and citizen of scheduled caste and scheduled tribe was added as Article 15(4) by the first constitutional amendment act. So 83 जाक ऑप्शन ठीक अच्छी 1, 2 and 3. So option D is the right answer here. So next you have question number 79 को recently astronomer detected a rare giant eruption from the ultra long period magnetar in space. In this context, consider the following statement about the ultra long period magnetar. These are the high energy neutron stars that possesses intense magnetic field. Yes, this is right. The emission of magnet is highly linearly polarized, bright and is visible across the broad frequency range. This is also right. So option C is the correct answer here. Magnetar are the type of isolated neutron star that possesses the most intense magnetic field. They experience violent eruption and intense burst in the form of transient X-ray pulses, which are several orders higher than that of the sun. So next is question number 80 को the directive principle of the state policy or DPSP has been useful to India because they are intended to fill in the vacuum of part 3 by providing for the social and economic right. This is correct. Then 2, they help courts in exercising judicial review. This is also right. Then they enable the opposition to exercise influence and control over the operation of the government. This is also correct. So it is right answer होची option D is the correct answer here, option D. So next is question number 81. A citizen may lose his or her citizenship when he or she voluntarily acquires the citizenship of any other foreign state. This is correct. The unlawfully traded or communicated with the enemy during the war. This is also correct. Then obtained citizenship by fraud. This is also correct. And the the Citizenship Act 1955 तीनटा वेरे सिटीजनशिप जड़े लूज करे अकॉर्डिंग टू सिटीजनशिप एक्ट 1955 बाय रिनंसिएशन, बाय टर्मिनेशन, बाय डेप्रिवेशन. रिनंसिएशन थ्रू रे कौन हुए जड़े कैन डिक्लेयर मेक माने वन सिटीजन of India of full age and capacity can make a declaration renouncing his Indian citizenship. Upon the registration of their declaration, the person ceased to be the citizen of India. First gala, then termination कौन हुए जितेबाला जड़े इंडियन सिटीजन वॉलंटरी एक्वायर्स द सिटीजनशिप ऑफ अनदर कंट्री से टाइम रे ऑटोमेटिकली तार सिटीजनशिप चली जाए ताको कह जाए टर्मिनेशन. डेप्रिवेशन केस रे कौन हुए ना इट इज ए कंपलसरी टर्मिनेशन ऑफ इंडियन सिटीजनशिप बाय द सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट. को केस रे इफ द सिटीजन हैज टू बी हैज obtained the citizenship by fraud, if the citizen has shown disloyalty to the Constitution of India, then if the citizen has within 5 years after registration and renunciation been imprisoned in any country for 2 years. Now what a case last the citizen, if the citizen has been ordinarily resident but resident out of India for 7 years continuously. So ये केस रे डेप्रिवेशन थ्रू रे सिटीजनशिप जनकर चली जाए पारे. किंतु जो स्टेटमेंट 2 रे देला द सिटीजन अनलॉफुली ट्रेडेड और कम्युनिकेटेड विथ द एनिमी ड्यूरिंग द वार दिस एटा भी आसुची through deprivation. So 1 2 3 तीनटा जाक करेक्ट हो गला. So option D is the right answer here. So next ଯିବା question number 82 को. Takht throne is the seat of temporal authority for Sikhs. In this respect, consider the following statement. At present, Sikhs recognize 5 places as Takht, which are in Punjab. No, this is incorrect, because recently Delhi Assembly has passed an amendment bill to Delhi Sikh Gurudwara Act 1971, which recognizes Takht Damdama Sahib as the 5th Takht of the Sikhs. 5 places को ये करा है नहीं, 5th Takht of the Sikhs आज कहा को काउंट करा है एज तख्त दमदमा साहिब को. देन देखिए 4 तख्त आर लिंक टू गुरु गोविंद सिंह. दिस इज करेक्ट. माने तख्त कहले कौन बुझे, तख्त इज ए सीट ऑफ टेम्पोरल अथॉरिटी फॉर सिक्स. आउ मोस्टली एट प्रेजेंट सिक्स रिकॉग्नाइज 5 प्लेसेस एज तख्त. 3 आर इन पंजाब एंड it देजी 4 तख्त इज लिंक टू द गुरु गोविंद सिंह. यस, दिस इज करेक्ट. सो नेक्स्ट जीवा शिरोमणि गुरुद्वार प्रबंधक कमिटी अपॉइंट द जत्थेदार टू ऑल तख्त. तो किए मोस्टली जत्थेदार ऑफ ऑल तख्त को किए अपॉइंट करे. द 3 तख्त ऑफ द पंजाब आर डायरेक्टली कंट्रोल्ड बाय द SGPC, which appoints the जत्थेदार for these. The 2 takhts outside the Punjab have their own trust and boards. There is no fixed tenure. So option 3B एठी incorrect है जाउची. So यार करेक्ट आंसर होची only 2. तो नेक्स्ट जीवा 83 को. which among the following constitutional amendment falls outside the scope of article 368. माने स्पेशल मेजोरिटी कथा एठी कुहाउची. को अमेंडमेंट पाई स्पेशल मेजोरिटी दरकार नाही. टर्मिनेशन ऑफ द सिटीजनशिप, यस, या पाई किसी आर्टिकल 368 दरकार नहीं. देन क्रिएशन ऑफ लेजिस्लेटिव काउंसिल इन द स्टेट, या पाई भी दरकार नहीं, बिकॉज दीटा जाक सिंपल मेजोरिटी रे हो पारिबो. देन इंक्लूजन ऑफ द न्यू डायरेक्टिव प्रिंसिपल ऑफ द स्टेट. यस, द डायरेक्टिव प्रिंसिपल एंड फंडामेंटल राइट दीटा जाक पाई कौन दरकार, आर्टिकल 368 अंडर रे ये सब अमेंड हो पारिबो. बिकॉज these both are most important part of the constitution. So यार correct answer है option D is the correct answer. A number of provision of the constitution can be amended by simple majority of the 2 houses of the parliament outside the scope of the article 368. Say provision would include abolition of creation of the legislative council of the state and citizenship acquisition and termination etc. So next जीवा question number 84 को. with reference to the Attorney General of India consider the following statement. He must be a person who is qualified to be appointed as the judge of the Supreme Court. This is correct. Then 2, he receives such remuneration as the parliament may determine. This is incorrect because तांका remuneration कहाँ द्वारा decide करा जाए. Only president can determine the remuneration for the Attorney General. And then he can take part in the proceedings of the both houses of the parliament or their joint sitting. This is correct. So option 1 and 3 both are correct. So option D is the correct answer here. So next question number 85. Which of the following would come under the reasonable restriction provided by the constitution on exercise of freedom of speech and expression? Leaking classified material by the intelligence officer. Then giving speech to take up arms. Then speech which can hamper the stability of government of Lok Sabha. No. Contempt of court. तो ये देखिए जो गोटे सेकेंड. Which of the following could come under the reasonable restriction provided by the Constitution of India? Reasonable restriction provided by the Constitution of प्रोवाइडेड बाय द कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन ऑन द एक्सरसाइज ऑफ फ्रीडम ऑफ स्पीच एंड एक्सप्रेशन जोटा कि आर्टिकल 1919 अंडर आसची कवर करे लिकिंग क्लासिफाइड मैटेरियल बाय इंटेलिजेंस ऑफिसर एटा को आसची टू कैन कॉम्प्रोमाइज सिक्योरिटी ऑफ द स्टेट मोस्टली 19-2 अंडर कोट आसे जोड़ा को भायोलेट करथबो पब्लिक ऑर्डर को डिसेंसी एंड मोरालिटी को देन सोवेनिटी एंड इंटीग्रिटी ऑफ इंडिया को हार्म करथबो द सिक्योरिटी ऑफ द स्टेट को हार्म करथबो फ्रेंडली रिलेशन रहू नथिबो फॉरेन स्टेट सहित एंड और इन रिलेशन टू कंटेम्प्ट ऑफ कोर्ट एंड डिफेमेशन एंड एक्साइटमेंट टू एन ऑफेंस ये सब जिनस पई रिजनेबल रेस्ट्रिक्शन अच्छी तो लिकिंग ऑफ द क्लासिफाइड मटेरियल बाय इंटेलिजेंस ऑफिसर एटा आछि under the security compromising the security of the state then giving speech to take up arms comes under the against the public law and order speech which is a hamper the stability of the government of Lok Sabha it doesn't fall under any criteria and hence could not be a reasonable restriction so contempt of court this is also right so 124 कोट है देखिए so option A is the correct answer here so thank you क्वेश्चन नंबर 85 जे आम कवर कर सारी सो नेक्स्ट वीडियो रे आम रेस्ट 15 क्वेश्चन कवर करवा एंड या पर टिके स्पीड अप करवा थैंक यू।